Good evening, everybody. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Sunday, the 22nd of June, 2025, my return day to a full 6-day week of streaming. So how'd today go? What happened? What went down? Did everyone have fun? I would say yes. Put the wrong animations on there. I would say yes. Let's talk. I think it was a pretty good day overall. Good variety of content and fun to be had. First off, we started with a level 1 podcast with various topics. First off, discuss the games, the status that we are at in each playthrough, rotating around right now. Looks like this week we're going to be wrapping up multiple games and starting up a new one, if not maybe more by the end of this week or early next week. And we jumped into an interesting discussion, old versus new, the OGs versus the new guard, the fighting game community right now. Because right now, there's a lot of discussion that the modern games in the fighting game community, number one, are too easy to play, and that the people who are at the top basically couldn't play harder games at a top level. And the OGs are salty. They don't like modern games, but a lot of people are saying, the OGs just fell off. That's why they don't like the modern games. The modern players are better. Are modern players better? Are modern games better? We had a big discussion about it. We actually watched a video from Button Check on YouTube and responded to it. It was a good segment. I think that it was a pretty good one. Every once in a while, I like to dip my toes back into that pond or lake of the fighting game community, even though I don't consider myself a part of that community anymore. I do think that it's worthwhile to time discuss such topics. You know, a lot of people wondering, why haven't I played Street Fighter 6 lately? Well, this directly tied into that, okay? So, after that, we jumped back into Onimusha 2 Remastered. Good news is, massive progress, some good fun to be had, and we're almost done with the game. For what I'm going to understand, one more session, we will absolutely be done. I'm basically entering kind of the last area, and yes, this next stream coming up later on this week will be the conclusion of the playthrough. Had a good, again, no real complaints, had a good time, solid gameplay elements, leveling up. And it's weird because I've been saying to everyone, I don't know where the guy is. The first guy you met, the fat guy who like drinks a lot and wants food, we haven't seen him in ages. And people were like, yeah, I guess the way the game works is early on, whoever you gave more items to or helped, they become the person who's part of the story. And so I guess if I had given more items to this guy, he would have been part of the story. Right now, the main story, it's this Oya woman who I guess has been the main focus of the story for me, even though I swear I gave a lot of items to the sniper. I gave him a ton of books, and I swear I gave a ton of items to these people, but for whatever reason, they haven't been around. So I don't know. Maybe the phases of the game were based on who you focus on the most. I don't know. But yeah, we're heading into the end, and it's been great. Now, I'll be honest. Onimusha 2 HD has not done nearly as well as Onimusha 1 did. Onimusha 1 had more engagement and more support. I don't know why Onimusha 2 hasn't had it. Maybe it's because I just played 2 Onimusha games within 6 months and people are like, it's too much of the same. I don't know. I like the game personally. I've been saying that I think that Onimusha 1 might have actually been better. And the reason I say that, because everything felt fresh and new. In Onimusha 2, there's a lot of backtracking, a lot of reused areas, and let's be honest, it reuses the locations from Onimusha 1, which is kind of weird. And come to find out, I asked everyone in the chat today, I was like, did they rush this game? Did this game come out like really fast? And people were like, oh yeah, this game came out 15 months after Onimusha 1. It literally was a rushed title because 1 did so well, they wanted to make a follow-up sequel right away. That's why so many assets are reused. And I was like, that makes a lot of sense. Okay. So anyway, I'm really liking the game. I am. But by the end of the stream, we had done over $100 of support, but we didn't hit the goal. So we were still at 27 out of 30 goals hit. And I was like, well, we were looking to be on pace to maybe do DSP tries at the Takis menu from Wendy's on Tuesday, but that would have mean that we had to hit the goal every stream. And now we didn't hit one, so now we faltered. What's going to happen, right? So the late stream tonight was American Truck Simulator. As you can see, here I am with the wheel peripheral. I can tell you this. I love this wheel. Controls-wise, I think this wheel is a little bit better for Truck Sim because I can actually use the stick shift here to go forward or reverse. Right now, for the Taxi Life game, that's not the case. For Taxi Life, This shift doesn't even do anything. And I don't know if there's a way to enable it. We tried and I couldn't figure it out. It seems like for taxi life, if you want to drive the car automatic, it's forward with gas and reverse with the brake button or brake pedal, excuse me, which is kind of weird. But it just seems like that's how they did it in that game. In Truck Sim, you can manually map everything, so I've been using the stick shift, and I actually really like it. But I've noticed that the force feedback of the wheel isn't as good in Truck Sim as it is in Taxi Life. In Taxi Life, there's a little bit more resistance, and it feels more like real power steering on a car that you're driving. Here, it's a little bit looser in Truck Sim, okay? Anyway, we had a good time. Today, we decided instead of doing the same Oregon and Washington driving, we would instead go to Nevada. So we actually did one. We started and drove to Las Vegas. And it was cool because we saw, the big Space Needle and the Ferris wheel out in the distance and stuff like that. Then we went from Vegas we went to Arizona. And if I remember, from Arizona, we went to northern Arizona to where it would have been like Niagara Falls. So we drove different places. It was a lot of desert, arid climate stuff today. Okay, it was. It was just a lot of talk. We actually talked a lot about Las Vegas. We talked about my days in the FGC playing at Evo old school. It was a lot of cool discussion, a lot of fun, chill vibes, and a lot of open discussion tonight. That was very entertaining, I feel. And we got a lot of support. Over $200 of support tonight for Truck Sim. It's a winner. It really is. Truck Sim has been a consistently well-supported game since I started playing it. I really think people think this is the game where they want to come by and watch me drive while I'm drinking some White Claws, but also they want to support it because they get to talk with me. They get to get direct answers to questions and have fun, open conversation. I've been loving the Truck Sim streams, okay? Now, next time around for Truck Sim next week, what we're going to do is buy some DLCs. Apparently, there is a sale coming up. The Steam Summer Sale starts in a few days, and I'm going to try to get some of the DLCs for Truck Sim at a big discount. I heard that there's like a big southwestern U.S. pack that has like Texas and other states that's a discounted rate, and if I can get that on the cheap, plus I want to get some customizations. I think there's like customizations for the truck, special cargos and things you can buy. So I'm going to see what they have. During the Steam sale, maybe we can get a few of these DLCs and save a lot of money. So when we play again next week, we'll have new things we're doing. Okay? I think that would be pretty neat. But anyway, overall today, between the two streams, we exceeded what it would have been if we hit one goal per stream, but we only hit the goal on one stream. I wish that we could somehow have it more even so that because if we hit 2 goals, we would have been like, oh, we're in position tomorrow for DSP Tries It. But as it is, we're at 28 out of 30 goals. All right? So let's talk about tomorrow, Monday. First off, tomorrow, we are going to be doing a level 1 podcast, but I don't really have any scheduled topics. I'm going to check. If there's news, if there's stuff to cover, we'll talk about it on the morning stream. If not, then it's going to be a more abridged show where we'll have Q&A, and really the show will just run as long as you guys want, depending on where it takes us, okay? The gameplay session of that first stream is Blueprints. Now, Blueprints, at this point, we are definitely in Endgame state. We've been playing over 60 hours over the last 2 to 3 months. We're ready to finish this thing. How do you beat the game? We have to complete the chess puzzle one more time. We have to draft the throne room. We have to get the crown out of room 46 and take that plus the stuff that you get after you do the chess puzzle a second time and take it all to the throne room in one go. Oh, man. That could be a challenging thing. You know how the game is RNG. We don't even know if we'll get the throne room. We don't know if we'll be able to go to room 46. It all depends on luck. We could have an insanely lucky run tomorrow and actually beat the game. Or we could get nowhere. Right? We don't know what's going to happen here. So, dependent directly on how things go tomorrow, this will help determine if we're going to be able to actually do it or not. Now, if you guys show up and you engage and you support this stream of the podcast and Blueprints, and we hit 2 goals, we can do DSP Tries It, the Takis menu from Wendy's tomorrow. I would love to do that. People have been asking me since Friday, when am I doing it? People are trying it. People want your opinion on it because some people like it, some people don't. I want to try it. I'm dying. We got to hit it. All right? Let's hit it tomorrow. Let's hit 2 goals on that first stream, and let's get it done. And you might say, that's ridiculous. It's blueprints. Well, guess what? We literally did it last week. If you remember, last week when I played blueprints, we hit 2 goals and we ended up doing the DSP tries it on that day. So it's possible. It's a stretch. It's hard. It's a big ask, but we might do it. If we don't do it, it's not the end of the world. As long as we hit 2 goals between then and Tuesday, then we'll do it on Tuesday instead. So let's see how it goes tomorrow. Tomorrow night on the late stream, it is Minecraft Chill, and I've committed that this week we are actually going to jump on my horse, Mighty Steed, and we're going to ride him north and explore. We're going to see in the open world, how are things going? Can we find anything cool? Maybe there's another village. Maybe there's more resources, more unique flora or fauna. Maybe we can get a cat. Who knows, right? We're going to see what we can get, and we're going to try to recruit as much as we can, and we're going to try to have a nice chill time in Minecraft tomorrow night, all right? So, a great streaming day coming tomorrow. Thank you all for a great, well-supported overall day today, and I'll see you all in the morning for another chill day. Thank you all. Have a good night. See you all in the morning. Peace out.